What's up, everybody? Welcome to Ironsight Gaming. I'm Drew Bosley. Joining alongside me, as always, Nathan Quinn. Nate, we have a unique title we're going to review today. The Sexy Brutale by Tequila Works. Why don't you set this one up?
Oh, so first impressions. I really didn't like it.
Wow. No hiding this one.
No, I won't hide it. For a few reasons. Mostly because it's not really my style of game. I'm not really familiar with it.
Sure.
So you're kind of just throwing in there minimal tutorials.
Oh yeah, almost next to nothing. Like almost nothing at all.
Literally like next to nothing.
Yeah.
So like my first mission, I didn't even figure it out. I gave up, and then I saw you the next day, and then you told me how you did it. And I'm like, oh, so this is how you play the game.
Yeah. So let's jump into the premise of the game. The idea is that you take place in a mansion, and all these murders are happening in a 12-hour period. So you got this like old-time little watch that counts down, and it's based off, basically it's a countdown. It's a time game it's a Saturday for some reason. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But the time counts down, and you're to save the person from being murdered. But that person's being murdered. So your first objective is to help one person, and then the next objective is to help another person or couple getting murdered. And the whole game takes place in the mansion with all these murders going on, and you're just tossed into the mansion, and these different masks give you these abilities to prevent all these murders from happening. The premise to me is awesome.
I agree. I like the idea of it. The idea of it is really cool.
The fundamentals of the game just kind of fell apart.
Yeah, this wasn't executed very well.
Yeah, the first one, the guy, so you gotta prevent this guy from getting murdered, but the way you have to figure out how he gets murdered, first of all, you don't even know who's getting murdered.
Yeah.
You have to find the person who's getting murdered, then you have to figure out who's doing the murdering, and then you have to prevent the person from getting the murder weapon to do. Man, it's complex.
Yeah.
Really, when you think about it, but it's kind of simple too.
Yeah.
But it's to figure out, okay, but it's all, you know what it is? It really comes down to that clock.
Yeah.
That clock just counts down, and once it hits a certain time, then you're out of time and you start over. This start over is like that though, it's quick.
Yep,
so there's no hesitation. You're not waiting on a load screen, which is good, but man, I really wanted to like this game much more, but I did enjoy myself. I had fun.
It was fun. It was nice solving a couple of the problems.
It's
like
so not your game,
murders. No.
I think I had more fun than you did. This one, it was frustrating because there was no setup. You have this person at the beginning of the game who she's like resurrected. I don't know. She comes out of the ground, and then she helps you kind of figure out and kind of flesh out the story a little bit, and then you're off to solve the murder. And you can hear the person getting murdered, but it's just the way it's all set up.
Yeah, it's cool because the idea is you're not gonna ever beat it in one day, and if you do, props. But like for the most part, you're gonna be recirculating the days or redoing the day over and over just to figure it out. Because the idea is you look in a room, because you can look through every room, you can look through like the keyhole, I guess, right?
Yeah, you peek through it, right?
You peek through it, so you can listen and then look to see, you can follow the murderer or you can follow the victim, and then that's the whole idea, right? You're supposed to follow them and stuff. So it's cool, like you said, but just
I did like it though. There's parts of it I like, but parts of it you just want to bash your head against the wall because it's so frustrating. The first point is you got to find out who's getting murdered, so that'll take you around the clock, and then you do it again, and sometimes you still haven't found who's getting murdered, so there goes another round of the clock, right? And then you find out who's doing the murder, who's doing the murdering, and then you got to find out how they're doing it. Man, it's you really got to. It's hard to explain.
It's honestly really a lot of thinking. Like it's a super puzzler game. 100%.
Absolutely.
A puzzle game.
I like the art style that they chose.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a pretty game.
It's like a bobblehead kind of character, right? Very cartoonish, but it's
not like right off the hop. The very first room that you start walking in, I was looking at a chair that you could press A on, so I started walking into it, and then my character was flashing like this across the screen when I was just walking into a chair. And then there was like almost everything you walked into, it was like that. I don't know if it's, I just felt like it wasn't very polished in that sense. Like
there wasn't the glitch. I had that glitch too when you leave one room to go to the next. You get prompts, right? So it's prompt, you can either hit the X button to view, or you hit the A button to go into the next, because we're playing on Xbox. But I'm mashing this A button, and my guy's not going, I'm just like, what are you doing?
And then eventually he kind of like flashes, and then he goes through the door.
Opens the door, then away he walks in. That part was frustrating to me. That's a simple, tap my button, and away I go. Why I have to mash my button for me to just walk through the frickin' door?
Yeah.
It was just a little irritating.
And there shouldn't be a delay. It should be press through the door.
Yeah. Yeah, it should have been
or if they wanted to have a pause, make it so you hold A.
Well, yeah, sure, make me hold it. But still, I had to mash my button. Yeah. And then sometimes it would glitch, and I would come back out of it, and then I'd go back in. I'm just like, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just...
and to be completely honest, I beat the second mission. I don't even know how. I was looking around, searching, and you did too.
I did the exact same thing. I just stumbled into the room and it solved the puzzle. Like, what is that?
Oh, and a little, not cutscene, but a little whatever dialogue happens. Yeah. And then I walked out the door, I looked through a hole, and then bam, 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 the mission was complete. Solved the second murder. I was like, I was excited because I'm like, yes, I figured it out on my own. But
well, so I played, right, and I entered this room, and I sat there, and a cutscene comes. I go, I did it. Like I literally said it out loud. Huh, I did it.
And that literally was the last place I looked. I looked through every freaking room. But the thing is, it's all about timing. So what if I looked in a room and then I totally missed something important?
Well, that's just it, because you're off to find who's doing the murdering and who is the murder victim. And I just took a different path from both of those characters, stumbled into this room. I'm like, oh. But yeah. Overall, what are you gonna give the Sexy Brutale? Let's wrap this one up.
Okay, so since I gotta put my personal feelings aside, because it's not my style of game, right? Of course. So I'll give it, I'd say it's a 6.5.
I think I'm actually right there with you. I was kind of debating a little bit higher, but there's a couple of those glitches. Really, man, something so simple, right? That shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a 6.5 as well. I liked it. I think I did like it a bit more than you, even though I didn't give it a higher rating. But it's good. It's a cool puzzler. If you get the opportunity, give it a shot.
It's worth it.
Interesting.
Definitely.
It's very interesting to do.
If you really want a good puzzler, that is definitely the game to get.
Big time. Absolutely. All right. Thank you very much for watching. You can always follow me on Twitter at 4nextlevelgamers.
Or me, DoomGuyParker50.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for much more. And until next time, thanks for watching.